Welcome to Dr. Mary Travel Best's Independent Travel Guide. This is an episode for women like you who need a little extra support traveling the world, one woman at a time. And this is about Frigliana, Spain and Nerja, Spain. In this episode, the FAQ is, how can I find a good tour for me? Today's mistake, leaving my house key on the rental car key fob. And travel advice, pack the night before or earlier. And now for the FAQ. How can I find a good tour the way I like it? And the answer is, independent travel is the opposite of a tour group. However, there are many times when you will need to be on a tour based on your destination. Everyone has their own idea of what makes a good tour and tour guide. Do you want a list of the best tour companies of 2021? Well, the top for singles is Exodus Travel, and for seniors, Elder Treks. You can see my show notes for the full lineup of the 10 best tour companies of 2021. Now for today's destination, Spain's Mediterranean coast of Frigliana and Nerja. If you're heading to the area near Malaga, which is south of Granada, Spain, I would suggest visiting Frigliana and nearby Nerja. Friends from Ireland, Jill and Don Herlihy, were my hosts on a fall trip to this area. They are both tour guides, and they both have the gift of storytelling. Frigliana, Spain, is known for being an old town on a big hill with Moorish mosaics and narrow streets. It's worth spending a day exploring this Spanish city. I took the city bus to the center of town because the hill was steep. My favorite places were the outdoor restaurants with sweeping vistas of the colorful region below. There's a 16th century palace that is now a sugarcane factory. You can also find an archaeological museum with pottery from the 16th century. The church in Frigliana was of historical significance and worth your visit for a quick prayer. The food nearby consisted of delicious Moroccan cookies and pastries. I had an almond bun, a famous Moorish dessert, and other sweets included chocolates and licorice, with a city full of sugar mills, of course. In the Spanish days of the past, clay tiles were formed on the thigh of the worker. Christmas time is special. You could load up a burro with a picnic and head to your picnic destination for a delight. In the early days, traffic here was mostly by mule. Paths were the silk transport arteries. Fish from coastal Nerja and nearby were hiked over the mountains to Granada overnight, a 50-mile trek with burros. So whoever's burro got the fish there first got the best prices, as they were the freshest fish. The town of Nerja is a walking town, and I loved swimming in the Mediterranean Sea there, even in late fall. You could visit the caves of Nerja, weather permitting. These caverns are one of the major tourist attractions in Spain. Concerts are held inside the chambers, where there is a natural amphitheater, and you can see the show notes for details. Today's mistake was leaving my house keys on the car rental fob. I rented a two-row car for several days in Atlanta, and it was a good experience overall. However, I left a house key on the keychain when I returned the vehicle. That was not a smart move. When you return your rental car, make sure you don't have anything left behind, including a key. I've also left items in the little storage bin between the front seats. So double check your car before you return it. Now for today's travel advice. Pack the night before or earlier. If you wait until the day of your trip to pack your suitcase, it's likely you will forget more than one important item for your trip. Get your bag packed the night before, even if you're going on a short trip. You will sleep better knowing your bag is ready to go. You will likely forget fewer items too. Today, I'm going to bring meaning to your travel, so send me your travel tip. You can send it to my website, Facebook page, group, or Instagram. You can send tips to my Twitter or blog, and maybe you'll see your tips in Steps to Independent Travel from Dr. Travel Best.
What's on your travel bucket list? Tell the doctor and her team of women who travel the world seeking the very best. Dr. Travel Best, that is.